Here's problem 2. Now instead of the A and B that are parallel being horizontal as you're used to, they're vertical. No big deal. Let's look. I got 70 degrees right here. So right here I can fill in that has to add up to 180 degrees because this is a straight line right here. So 70 plus what gets you to 180? That'll be 110. Now, I need to figure these guys out over here. Well, how am I going to do that? I'm not sure. Now, you could imagine this line going through. If this transversal went all the way through, you could pick these up and move them over here. So if you wanted, you could do this and make it 110 and make it 70 and then extend that line and pick all these up and move them over here. But we want you to be thinking. We don't want you to do that. We want you to realize, hey, what do I look for if I have this? Well, one of the things I like for you guys to look for, again, I call them the Z-meisters. So how do I make a Z using this parallel line and this parallel line? Well, I see a Z right here. So if this corner of the Z is 70, this corner of the Z has to be 70. Again, the technical name is alternate interior angles because they're on the interior of those parallel lines and they're on alternating sides here. So 70 and 70, and once I have 70, I'd realize this guy is 110 because they have to make 180. And again, if you had extended this line like this, you could have seen, oh, I picked these up, slide them over here, so 110.70, move 110.70, and then 110.70. But we don't do that. Okay? You've got to start recognizing that. The other thing you could have recognized with this line, this and this are consecutive interior angles, and they must add up to 180 degrees. So we have 110 and 70. Let's go over and do the same thing here with the 80. If this is 80, right down here has to be 100 because you have a straight line right here. So it's up 80 plus the 100. Now, again, you can create Z-meisters if you want, whatever you want. So let's just imagine a Z going like this. So if that corner is 80, this corner of the Z has to be 80. And if that's 100, this over here is going to have to be 100. Even though you got 80, you could have realized, oh, well, it has to be 100 because a straight line adds up to 180. So we have to be looking at these things. We don't really want to extend the lines, though technically you could if you needed to, but you got to get in the habit of realizing alternate interior angles or consecutive interiors that add up to 180. Here's problem 2.